Okay, so let's talk about a little I word. Not like I, like me, guys. Like the I word, intimacy. Even just saying those words means a lot of different things to a lot of people, right? Intimacy can mean one thing to you and a different thing to me. And trust me, after 23 years of being with my husband, intimacy is something that you really got to work on. Not that there's anything wrong with our marriage or anything, but finding those moments, being with each other, all that sort of stuff. So, how do you increase intimacy with your partner? Because it isn't just about sex. I mean, it could be. That's part of being intimate. But what about vulnerability? What about, I don't know, truly seeing each other for who each other is, or creating those connections in those moments? Because you see, intimacy gets defined in so many different ways. And that's the first step, is to truly define what intimacy means for you as a GBTQ guy. Define it for yourself. And don't expect your partner to read your mind, okay? That's a biggie right there. There's too many times I was like, well, why didn't you understand that? And my husband was like, I couldn't read your mind. So define what it means for you. It could be emotional. It could be the physical. It could be, the intellectual stuff that we think about. I don't know. It's just, what does it truly mean to you? That's the thing that most of us don't understand. If you're going to be intimate and be connected, you have to truly define it and connect. Number 2, you got to be willing to be vulnerable. Like literally, it's a whole new way of being naked. Vulnerability is nakedness to the nth degree in my book. I love vulnerability. It can be a little scary at times, boys. I'm not going to say that, but this is what it requires. In order to be really connected and to be intimate with your partner, you got to have that vulnerability and be open to sharing those things, because you've got to let them see all the flaws. Not just the lack of the six-pack here, boys. All the flaws. Now, I don't think my bald head's a flaw, so we're not going to go there. And if you do, nothing. I'll be nice to you even though. So just know that vulnerability is that beautiful opening the doorway to see all the flaws. Secondly, it's such a beautiful thing because it teaches us so much about ourselves when we can be really vulnerable, which leads to, you got to have some really good conversations. You can't just go, read my mind, read my mind, read my mind. Talk about the things. Talk about what intimacy means to you. Talk about what you believe intimacy means to your partner. Ask him, can I share with you what I believe intimacy means to you? See how close you are. Don't do it in an accusatory way. Just be honest about it, because if you don't talk about what intimacy means to both of you, you are missing the proverbial boat, okay? Intimacy is truly, truly, truly built by laying out our desires, our fears. Lay it all out on the line. Let them know what your needs are. Okay, so the fourth thing is about being very intentional in your intimacy moments. Like if you really want, hey, I want to be intimate with you, but I'm not looking for sex tonight. I want to be intimate with you and it's raw, real. Let's just get naked down and dirty. Let it be how you communicate that. But be intentional. Set aside time for talks. Set a time for, intimate moments, sexual moments. I don't know. I guess the way I look at it is intimacy is built on all those little teeny tiny things. Some of them aren't teeny tiny, but that's how we do this. And finally, I want you to explore beyond the physical. Take some of those moments and really step out of the physical realm and go, what does it feel like? We already talked about emotional, intellectual, being vulnerable, having those deeper talks. Because, hey, let's be honest, sex is great. But sometimes that emotional connection and the mental closeness that we get to experience, notice I say that we get to experience, is awesome. So in closing, intimacy isn't just something that you have. It's something you get to build and experience, and starting today. So here's a little homework. What scares you about being intimate? If you feel like sharing in the comments, I would love to hear about it. And it can be anything. I was about to give you some ideas, but I want you to just come up with your own stuff. And have a great day. Take care.